know I'm on the block, I'm like, hey. And I'm with the squad like, hey. And shit is really lit, I'm like, hey. Might pull up with your bitch like, hey. Went to your block, who you know? Nobody. In your spot, who risks in the pot? Nobody. You ready to pop, nigga, you got nobodies. Oh, that's your wife, nigga, that's a whole thotty. Went to your block, who you know? Nobody. In your spot, who risks in the pot? Nobody. You ready to pop, nigga, you got nobodies. Oh, that's your wifey, nigga, that's a whole thotty.
Yo, it's Jaquell, you at Treehouse Studios, what up? Few things about me, real quick. Orange on my body, that's all the time. You know, I like to rhyme. You see what I did there. And you watching Untitled. My childhood was all over the place. I used to basically move around all the time. So I was born in Seattle. I grew up in Harlem. I moved out of the state and back to New York all the time. So it was hectic, but you know, that definitely added some character, added some different, you know, facets to my, you know, my mind, you feel me? I used to read mad comic books all day. And I used to read mad fiction books because my mom, she tricked me basically. She told me that she wouldn't let me watch movies in the movie theater unless I read the book. So like, she just wouldn't let me do it. Like I was like, damn, I want to see Harry Potter, like, you know what I mean? I had to read the book. So I just started getting into it. Like, and I was into like Greek mythology. I used to read all type of different books and shit like that. So I was one of those kids that was ODing, reading and shit. Funny enough, I started getting into music when I was around like 13 years old, 14, when I met Indigo General, you know what I'm saying, who you know. And I used to just, you know, I had a just knack for it. Like, I was ODing reading growing up, so I knew mad words. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to put them together. My teacher at the time when I was a freshman in high school was a crazy English teacher, but she put us on to basically poetry, basically, and taught us how to write haikus, like fucking sonnets, all different type of word structures and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of made me like really tap in on that. And once I started I always loved hip hop culture. I grew up in hip hop culture. So everything I was doing just started to meld together until I was just freestyling, rapping, and just, I got all the way into it. My shit, honestly, bro, my shit, I try to describe it like, it's one, what I try to do in music is express myself in a way that can be translated to people in multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? Multiple mediums. When I'm writing my songs, I'm thinking about the video too. You know what I'm saying? At that moment, like I build it like that. So if you develop your expression, it can impact people in so many different ways. And like, that's my goal with my music. So I say all that to say, I define my music as being well-developed. I define it as being undeniable in the sense that like the energy that I put into it in terms of making sure it's very, 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 very on point. You know what I mean? There's no missteps. I don't skip no steps in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people that hear my music appreciate that, and people have always told me, even when I first like came out, that, yo, your shit sounds like you got bridge, hook, chorus, structure, underline all your shit, and this is just some mixtape random song, you know what I mean? So that's the type of time I be on, and my shit fire, so it's like, that's how I look at it, that's how I describe it, you know what I'm saying? Influences of mine is Pharrell, Lil Wayne, big time. I grew up on Lil Wayne, OD. Kanye West. And I just actually realized this the other day, Outkast, OD. Outkast, my mom used to play Outkast every day, all the time. You know what I mean? That was like her shit. So that was the type of shit I was on, you know what I mean? So that like duality of what they had put together with the, you know, Andre on his type of time and then Big Boy, it's just good music, you know what I'm saying? So I see a lot of that energy in my shit too. You know what I mean? And they make great songs, you know? So that's a good list. Well, something that inspires me big time It's fucking manga, Japanese comics. That's some shit I was into heavy growing up. And I used to move around so much. The reason I even be on the library time when I'm traveling is because whenever you move to a different place, the one place you can go chill as a kid is the public library. It's free. You could just go to the library and just chill there, read books, get on a computer. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? When you're moving around OD, you don't know nobody. So that's the type of time I was on. So when I was there, I would get bored of all the fiction books. There's no pictures, you know what I'm saying? So I used to start reading manga and shit. And I got deep into it. I was even part of one of those scan later groups online. They used to copy the manga in Japan, send it, somebody would translate it, clean it, because the books they had in the library weren't on date, like current. Like the story was chapters released and it was like mad far ahead. So if you wanted to read it, you're like, damn, I'm in America, I gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So they started online groups, started pirating and shit. Shit got crazy. FBI shut a lot of that shit down because of the fucking piracy and all of this shit. But I wasn't that deep into it. I used to like clean the images and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the type of time I was on. So that just impacted me heavy. I got a million artists that I look to for cover art, merch designs to base my shit off of. And I like it, you know what I'm saying? It's cool as fuck. Now my creative process is pretty easy. Like I'll write a song in a second, just because I know how I approach it better. I usually have like a hook idea as soon as I like hear a beat. Like some type of basis of some type of phrase that I know I'm gonna repeat a couple times in the song type shit. You know what I mean? So I'll have that, and there's sometimes I hear a beat, I'll write a hook and I'll just leave it alone. I'll just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's good too, to not ponder on something too long, because it's like, no matter what the food is, if it's in the pot too long, it's gonna burn. You know, when water burns, it just disappears. When rice burns, it gets all black and it starts stinking and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I try to like take shit out, put it to the side for now, and work on something else, refresh my palate. You know what I'm saying? And when I do that, I can get into it real easy. I write a hook, I might sit on it, come back to it. I'm thinking of a verse now. I like to always, if I write a song with just 2 verses, my second verse always has to be my best verse. That's something I just always do, because it's like, you know, the way you eat a 4-course meal. You get appetizer, they start just getting you more ready for like this final shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is like the finale of the song. It should be like a journey through it, you feel me? So I try to always think about that. And when I know a song is done is when I can hear the beat, just listen to the beat, and I can rap the whole thing in my head and basically play the song in my head and via my brain type shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I do that and it just sounds like a song already, then I go to the studio and just record it. Feel great. It should feel good, you know? It's like, and me and Indigo talk about this all the time. When you do a show, when you come from doing like open mics, poetry clubs, ain't nobody in there, you just trying to like get your shit off, to doing like 100 people show, then you get that feeling like, yeah, oh shit, 400 people, you know what I'm saying? And then this festival is like, Lollapalooza, that's 80,000 people in one place, just going crazy. So it's like it's probably some endorphins or some shit, or some, you know, some type of chemical brain release. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a real crazy feeling seeing people like rock out, like really have a good time to something that you know, thought of in your head and you brought to life. And now we all live in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you, I'm doing mad shit. I'm just one of those people. I'm just doing all type of shit. I already have like some media shit that's about to come out. I wrote a pilot for a TV show that's actually about to be like a real spiel, real big deal thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be fire. It's a lot of elements in that, and to me, that was kind of like, I approached that just how I'd be writing a song. You get to certain pieces together, and they could just really come together as a cool like creation. So definitely TV stuff. I'm working on some new merch right now, so that's gonna be coming. I love doing design shit because it's great when you just have pieces, you put them together, and you just see what you just built. You know what I'm saying? So those 2 are first on the list for sure. Success for me is definitely being in a place where I'm not worried too much. I'm just focused. You know what I'm saying? If I have a clear view of what's in front of me and I'm not worried about certain things that can wear the average person down, you know what I'm saying, in terms of things you don't really have that much control of. How much money you were born into, how much money you got to spend frivolously, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like, those are things I'm trying to cancel. I don't want to have to think about money in my head. That's why I want money, so I could just not think about this shit no more. Then I could use all 100% of my brain power on the cool shit I like to make. That's my one goal, you know what I'm saying? Once I get that, family cool, people cool, let's just start making cool shit for the next, you know what I'm saying? Because how I remember getting super duper into this art shit and into this music shit was looking at greats, watching people. I'm like, yo, I'm watching Michael Jackson Grammy performance from 1994, you know what I'm saying? That happened, so now I can see it. I can like see, damn, this is what's going on. So now I take that seed is just playing in my brain. I don't know what comes from that, but if you don't have that, then it's like, what do you have to look to as an artist? You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal. That's success for me, being on that type of point, a reference point for music type shit. One of my goals, now this is some rich shit. This is some shit like when you rich. I want to have a giant crib, but I want to do like some Willy Wonka shit to my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like have my shit just have like buttons I press and be like some shit dropping and shit like that, like and fuck with people. That's one of my random goals. Another goal of mine is really actually to open up some type of organization that like just builds shit that people need in neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like some neighborhoods just need extra dumpsters. It's too much garbage. Just build shit real quick, boom. Like they get the money somehow. Some type of charity type shit. I don't know how it would come together, but like something like that. I want to be like, yeah, put that out there and it just does good like in the world type shit. I would say focus. I got a song on my tape called Focus. You want to definitely take whatever you thinking about doing seriously, because if you don't take yourself seriously, nobody gonna take you seriously. And once you start doing that, you start to see results. With results, you don't gotta take tests no more. The test is in the past, so you can just go crazy. Break the Internet. It's probably out now, I think. And yo, Treehouse Studios, my man C-God, you feel me? In the shot somehow, you know? We here. I want to thank Untitled. This was dope. Let's definitely do it again. Pieces. Coming soon.